Hello, everyone. Welcome. You want to turn it?
Oh. Okay.
We are setting up. Can you see? Can you see the cards well?
Oh, it's like magnified.
Can you zoom out?
I don't.
Pull on the screen out.
Oh, yeah.
Pinch
There it
out.
is.
There you
Yep.
go. Perfect. Okay. This one is for live current events. So if this happens to find you, maybe it just could resonate for you as well. Spirit always has its reasons. Okay. Do you have specific current events you want to start on?
Housing for sure.
You want to know what the energy of it is? What do you want to know about it?
Well, I'm kind of wanting to know more about. So I have a house with my ex, and I would love to be out from under it. And I'm not sure what that would look like.
Okay, so let's just ask point blank, what can you do to help you transition this space and transition into a new home more quickly?
And get out from under this house, like sell it. I don't want to be part of it anymore. Because that's the messy part. I guess clean. I'm looking for clean.
Want a clean slate.
Clean, yeah. Clean slate. Clean, yeah. Clean slate.
I feel like there's a lot of ways we can go about this.
That's really
Goodness, it is. Okay, universe. What does Danielle need to do to get out of this house and to set herself on her path straight?
Yeah. Have a real clean break from it.
A real clean break. How does she... Yeah, basically, how do you close out this chapter is really what we're asking.
Yeah.
How does she close... Okay, that feels...
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How does she close out this chapter? Wrong cards.
Wrong cards.
Self-confidence. Take a chance on yourself. Resulting from the impressiveness of Leo, of your own confidence. Oh, so basically believe you can and you will. It's not right now. You're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait. It says, South Node, now is not the time. And so this is going to be a process, which I believe you know that this is a process. It's a legal process. And so everything takes its time. Also, you have to wait a certain amount of time before you can sell the house after buying it and all of that, right? And so there's a bit of a process to this. But what Spirit is saying is even though that process is there, that does not mean that you should not be confident and take your chances on what you... Feels like take chances on checking out the different things you could do, like research-wise. And then also, you need to be patient about it. But focus on fun. Here we go. We have Venus, and it says cherish, enjoy, charm, and beauty are the way. And so it seems like... it's kind of like school. You'd like be done with your master's, right? You'd like to just be done, but guess what? You have 3 terms left.
Yeah.
And so you just kind of go through the process. So it's kind of the same idea of now is not the time. You're close. It's almost there, but it ain't done. And it isn't time yet. But it's on the way. And so, bottom of the deck, be diplomatic in your relationships.
That's interesting.
Isn't that
I want to know more about that.
Okay. You got Mercury right next to it with Virgo. Okay, you have to be thoughtful in how you navigate the scenario. Do not be dramatic. Do not be making extra shit more difficult for no reason.
I'm pretty good at that.
I would agree. Also, you can be stubborn.
I can be stubborn.
And when somebody pisses you off, you can be real stubborn about it. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want anything to do with it.
Yep.
And so sometimes you just wall it, which is fine. You get to. But I feel like Virgo and Venus, why did I say Virgo and Venus? Those are not the cards, but I feel that way. And so it's like be diplomatic and organized in how you do things when it comes to this. Remember we were talking about making a plan? I think that plan needs to be like that plan. How are you going to be well and still get through a year? Because I think both are still true. You kind of broke up with him earlier than you had anticipated. You didn't even think about breaking up with him, really. But I think maybe on the progression plan, it was meant to be like a year or two later, not right now. But then you did a bunch of level ups, and Spirit was like, well, if you want to, you can. There's a lot of opportunity out here if you're very unhappy. And you were like, I think I am, and I think I'll take that leap. And it's been lined up for you.
Yeah.
But it's not done because there's contractual things here.
I'm curious about that. What is that?
I don't know. Okay, so you have a couple things you wanted to know about. You wanted to know about the 7th house with the relationships and getting a fair deal and giving a fair deal. Communication with Mercury. So this is about communication. This is about stating the things. And then details, serving yourself and others. Virgo serves others. Virgo is rigid and loves to be organized, but they also love to use that analyzation and that organization to serve others. And so how can you set a tone and set up a situation inside the house or inside the dynamic, if you're not going to choose to live there, that you both can feel like your needs are getting met and is fair? Because even though you fell out and you're not together, that doesn't mean you don't love and respect this person. You've told me that many times. I love and respect this person, and I want them to be well in their life. And you're not looking to cause extra conflict or problems for them or for you.
Yeah, that's accurate.
But there is a reason why you've decided to take space.
Yep.
And all of this is where Virgo comes in with the analyzing and the honesty and the how can we move this here, and then acting from your heart with the Venus. Acting from joy, from love, from beauty. Like, and then the awareness with the Mercury. Mercury is all that communication. Again, with the analyzing. Analyzing goes with Virgo. Virgo's ruler is Mercury. Do you have Virgo in your chart?
I don't think so.
So the flexibility thing and Virgo don't go together.
So that would track.
It would track. It kind of does track.
Yep. My mom's a Virgo.
It does track with your Scorpio, though. Scorpio loves to analyze. It's big.
Oh, yes. I do a fair amount of this.
You do, but it's more flowy than Virgo. Virgo's rigid in the mind. Scorpio is looking for deep transformation.
Yep. That's been a theme of my life.
Indeed. Okay. So now we want to know about this one, get a fair deal. I did read these 2 cards with it, but did you want deeper on that?
Yep.
Tell us about it. Tell us about it. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Oh, these aren't it. Are these it? These are not it. Tell us about it. Yes, these are it. We're going to do these. Be diplomatic, be fair. A diplomat, which you're good at already. It's not hard for you because we're looking, how do we close this out? Well, we close it out with confidence. We also close it out knowing that divine timing is at play and there's a contract in place. And so you have to wait this time whether you want to or not. And so it, with the charm card being next to it with Venus, make this as best you can for yourself. Absolutely 150% agree. Do not sit here and be a curmudgeon about every little thing because you are going to be miserable. And that will not serve you. It's like, no.
It's also not my nature.
It's if somebody pisses you off and hurts your feelings and gets you all in your feels, how much of a curmudgeon can you be, my stubborn little friend? You are not in that space, and so you are not feeling that way. But if you go directly back into that space, how long until you're feeling that way again? Last time it only took a few hours.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. You're not wrong.
I see you, baby. Well, the cards just don't lie, too.
Yeah.
They don't lie. And so these things are next to each other on purpose because that's a message for you need. It's like, yes, have confidence. You're going to get what you want. It's going to work out. Now, it's not right now.
Yeah.
And it's going to have challenges. That's a part of it. But how can you move through that in a way that creates ease for you and ease for another person? And I don't feel like you need to like literally create ease, but like be willing to harmonize. Be willing to be okay with working together about some things, even if we're not all the way together. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Which I feel like that lines up with your respect and your integrity and your care for that person.
Yeah.
It's not that that person is a bad person. It's just that you're not a good fit anymore. Those are two different
Yep.
things.
That's accurate.
And so I feel like if you can live there more, and when those things happen that make you feel curmudgeony or upset or frustrated, that you recognize that for yourself, you step back, and then you do what you do and you have conversations about it. Because that's what this feels like to me. It doesn't feel like willy-nilly calling them up every moment, talking about all the things. No, it does not feel like that. That would be more Gemini energy, not Virgo energy. Virgo is pretty structured and to the point. Like, they're kind of blunt and people think they're rude. Because they're just like, well, it is what it is. Why are you getting your feelings hurt about it? It is what it is. And so that's where I feel like some of that diplomat energy comes in. It's like, also, you know how to be sweet and charming and get what you want without causing harm to folks. Do that. Why wouldn't you live there? Okay, tell me about this, universe. Tell me about this. Get a fair deal. Okay. All right. Friend, you have a whole new beginning in front of you. Part of the matter is a big, bold vision. You know what you want in your life to look like. You're ready. You feel ready for it. Now you're in the middle of something that you can't just move out of the way that you would like. And so there is that like push-pull within yourself for those things. But what Spirit is saying is this is uniting you. The light, the legacy of light, the child, the maiden, and the crone, these are all parts of you. Uniting them is how you're going to get what you want. The wisdom of the crone. This is where the lists, you remember the misalignment lists and the alignment lists and all these things, that's you being the crone. The crone says, see a pattern. I know from this, in my experiences, that patterns mean something.
Yep.
Let me notice that. That's your crone. Your crone also wishes.
Yeah, because I feel like now I'm moving with intention in a way that, in matters of the heart, that I, to a degree that I've never been able to access.
I would agree. That's the maturity. That's the level up. You know, when you said to me, oh, why can I see all these things now, but I couldn't see them then? That's the level up. Vision is always 2020. Another hummingbird.
Wow.
That's the third hummingbird this morning.
Yep. In just the short time that we've been out here.
Man, needs to put more honey in there. Or, I mean, nectar. These are miracles, friend. You woke up faster than you were expected, than was your original trajectory. There's nothing bad or wrong about that. That's actually fucking fantastic. It does create some different challenges. No, thank you. No, thank you, Mr. B.
Yellow jacket.
Well, it's still a version of a bee.
That's
no, thank
true.
you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
It's fun now.
Again, power of attraction, we have free will, right? You get to choose how this lines up. It's just coffee. Go ahead and have a sipper if you so feel that it's required for you. You call to you what you ask for. You call to you what you think and what you feel. That's just how it is. That's a law of attraction. And you literally have the power of attraction over this diplomacy card, which is interesting because you're calling to you what you're getting, you know? What is already with you with relax the hold and be at cause, which is about being at ease. It's about being centered and grounded. It's about being centered and grounded. It's also, with this bee, it makes me think about what isn't sweet to you, what isn't alignment, and what is. Bees are about the sweetness of life. What do? They collect nectar. And they digest it and turn it back into food for us and their babies. This is saying to me, chill out, relax, enjoy yourself, be yourself, have fun, be soft, because what you want is already there. It's already here. You're just calling it to you. So if you want this to be easy and light, be there with it, and it will be. Doesn't mean you won't have your challenges, but it also means like you don't have to be scared. Relax. This is relax. Relax the hold of the darkness. It's that trust that it'll work out, even though you can't see it working out yet. You can't see the end. You're in the middle of the tunnel. You cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel yet. And really, you kind of just entered the tunnel.
I was just gonna say, I don't think I'm in the middle yet.
It feels like you're kind of in the middle.
Really?
You're not crying and upset about all the things. You're just
No.
ready to move on. You
Yeah.
had plenty of time to digest that before it broke.
That's true.
That you're just kind of ready to keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And then also, we have this Pandora's gift. This is about Pandora's box. This is about the limitless opportunities that are available to you. If you will wonder at how good this could go and how easy it could be and how mutually beneficial it could be, you could have that. Will you let it? Will you envision it happening? Will you allow it to happen? Because your cards earlier talks about you have the ability to be here now and present and still be dreaming about what you'd like to experience. That seems like these things go together.
Yeah, you could leverage that.
Yeah. Which, thanks to your connective tissue disorder, you are able to access. And that's crazy. 90% of the issues you just don't have. You only have this little bit of it. Like,
Yeah, they screened me for all the heart stuff. The
None
only
of it.
thing that's adverse is the sleep issue. But even then, that's managed with regular acupuncture.
and that's kind of normal when we go through stress and crisis that, like, you don't sleep good.
Well, that has been a theme since I was a baby, up until my mid-20s when I was introduced to acupuncture. And then from mid-20s to about early 30s, I was doing like weekly or every 2 weeks acupuncture, and I was sleeping the best I've ever slept in my whole life. So it
Yeah,
is
but
managed.
You were
and
also the
manageable.
most at ease. What I'm saying is that that's possible and obtainable, but right now you're going through crisis.
Yeah.
So as much as you manage that beautifully, I'm not taking from your managing of it beautifully, but I am saying, like, our bodies, they get sensitive. Also, you just had upgrades. Your just whole body was filled with energy and shifted. You had that whole alignment thing happen with the ETs 3 times, not once, but 3 times, and you recall them. So that like, you're going to need less sleep because your body is in that higher energy state. But also, you're going through some personal crisis.
Yeah.
You're managing it really good. It doesn't really look like crisis, but in the body, it's a lot. It feels like a lot. I'm certain it does. Because
hence why I feel called to do the yoga.
Yeah, well, and why your cards are like, hey, relax, it's okay. You're going to be okay. This is going to work out better. You're safe, even though it's uncomfortable and awkward. Also, chalk it up to a lesson in how to maneuver difficult or uncomfortable situations. You're kind of in that scenario in multiple ways. And so you notice how you're dancing with that and on a couple different levels of that, and a little bit being introduced in your new home you're staying in right now, a little bit of that as well. And so it feels like, to me, like, make friends with the uncomfortability and do some dancing. What else are you gonna do? Go do yoga, go dance, eat delicious foods, have your conversations, build your relationship with your peoples. Don't let any of this stop you. Allow it to actually invigorate you, kind of like your connective tissue disorder. So crazy. I have not seen very many people who can use something like that to their advantage in such a way. Now, I imagine there's many people doing it. I just have never looked at it like that. So how cool is that? That's fucking cool, dude. You're doing cool stuff. And then big, bold vision. Like, don't forget, right underneath that is release the dark wound. I think that this also may be a time when you're releasing many more things than this.
Like an
Like
overhaul
you said,
cleanse.
yes, like, you're not in big feels about that situation because it's been happening so long that you're just like, yeah, it's just the next transition. It's like, it's inevitable, and not only is it inevitable, but you're ready for it.
Yep.
So I wonder if this is a way to do a deep dive to purge very deeply, because also Virgo is in some placement, Virgo and Venus. It's doing deep healing for us all. Anybody willing to do the work astrologically right now. I am fascinated by that. Oh, I did not even realize that, and both of those cards are out. And so you're doing the deep dive that the opportunity has been offered to us by the universe for the past, like, 3 months, and some of us took that opportunity, and some of us aren't in a place to, but you're another one of the folks who took it, like me. I took it too. And so in that, remember you and I were talking about, I've been doing deep overhauls. My dad died. losing my cat, like losing all these different scenarios where my life radically changed. I rehomed myself 3 years ago to a foreign country and completely changed the way I align. And now I'm back here, and I've had to sit with all of that now for the past the past 2-3 years worth of stuff I've been sitting with all summer. And learning how to just like filter it and look at it and see it and appreciate it and let it go and do all these things. And I kind of feel like there's an emphasis on that for you in this way right now. But if you will look back at your last few months, you've also been doing that with the mama, with the boy, with all the different things, with the work. You've just been kind of like, this works, this doesn't work. I like this, I don't like that. This really served me.
Reevaluations. Yeah.
360 view.
Yep.
So,
like, let's see. Let's look at all the chapters here. Yep. Toss this one out. Oh, I like this one. We'll add this chapter in.
which is interesting that that's a part of this process in order to move forward.
I see.
Do you see that? What do you need to do? How do you get best aligned? Well, that's what you do, among all these other things.
Yeah.
Basically, you're the alignment. You're the manifester. You're the one. You're the one creating all of this. Some of this is already going on, and if you can heal yourself or relax yourself or get yourself in a place of enough zen, then you will start to see how that's really true. It's when we're worried and spinning out that we don't see that shit, you know?
Yeah, and I do tend to lean more toward worry about being in the house with my ex and what that could look like. But I think, talking with my friend that I'm staying with now, 3 months, and then consider moving back.
Yeah, reevaluate.
Uh-huh.
But take the time to have yourself space, because otherwise there's a lot of bombardment from a lot of different avenues in what all that looks like. And so
That's
really taking the time to sink in and to see what that's about. Will you check time?
I don't know what time we started.
I don't know either. You're good for the money though, so I'm not worried about it. I'm not taking advantage. Is this clear to you? Do you feel like you understand? Does it make sense to you? Yes. Okay. I feel like we've talked about a lot, but I think the key things I want to highlight is that with the confidence and your focus, you can have what you want. It's possible. It's all here. It's all available to you. And then thirdly, you're not going to shift out of this right now. Yeah. It is what it is. We have to accept that. And then lastly, review the fuck out of your life. What worked, what didn't work, what was once perfect for you,
and now it's no longer.
Maybe not. Maybe it is still perfect. Maybe you're just like, hot pink, still my fucking color.
Yeah.
Or, boyfriend who is emotionally available is my jam 100%.
Yeah.
So, like, whatever that is. All the different things that looks like, Like we've talked about kids, right? And at first you were like, I'm never. And then through me and my experiences with children, you were like, maybe I could ponder that thought. It brought something awake that had never been awake before. And so that doesn't mean you have to take action on it. It's just that you give yourself the time to consider, because you don't want to be 40 years in the future and be like, I really wish I would have taken the time to do that for myself. I deserved that, and I didn't do that. It's not about taking the action. It's about sitting in it and allowing yourself to have the thought of it.
Yeah.
Do I want that? Could I want that? Whether it's a house, a boyfriend, a baby, a car, a life situation. Maybe you want to move to Zimbabwe. I don't know. But you got to sit with that and see that and feel how that feels to you. Is that alignment to me, or is it not? Or is it, man, I could have it either way and it's fine.
I feel like I'm in that place more so lately. Either way, which is not helping me in particular, I think, with the manifesting what I really want, because I'm like, well, it could look this way or it could look this way, and either way I would be happy.
That's surrender and openness. I think that's exactly helping you to get what you want. I was shooting arrows out. I wasn't specific on anything about what I wanted when it came to this career stuff. I was just like, man, I could do that. Man, I could do that. I could do that. And I didn't have any attachment to it. Actually, the one I did have attachment to is what was worked out the least.
Yes, it's true.
And so, like, it's okay to not have attachment. But when you allow yourself to have those thoughts, those feelings, like everybody's all excited because of the process. And I'm like, I'm not going to get excited yet. I'm going to just chill and be in that place. I could love it. It could work and it could not. That place of non-attachment is not a bad thing. And then it does highlight when you're like, oh, that. Yeah, that. Ooh, yeah, that.
Mm-hmm.
Or, ooh, no, thank you, not that. No. Like when you're in that place of detachment and openness, you can feel those things really strongly because you're not polarized in that place. But when your heart's like, oh, yes, oh my God, that. You're like, oh, I heard that. Oh, yeah, that. Oh, wow, that feels good to me. There's a difference in the vibes. And when you're in that middle ground, you can feel that. Because you're not too attached.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, it's easy to be attached to things. It's easy to be like, oh, this is my vision. This is what my life is going to look like. This is how it's going to be. In that, you're not leaving space for non-attachment and for your heart to call to some random ass thing. Which it probably will, because that's what they do. The hearts just want what they want. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. We have about 15 minutes then for the next.
Mm-hmm.
Check the time again for me.